Welcome to Tuscaloosa, where today we are going to decide an SEC title. Kentucky, 23-6 on the season, taking on the Crimson Tide, 26-4. Should be a whale of a battle with a lot on the line. Behind the mics, I am Elava, and I am joined today by the one, the only Coach Drayton. Drayton, we battled some big names, none bigger than Jamison Johnson. Going to be fun watching him go up against Alabama senior Dewan Epps. JJ's got some size, but Epps has kind of had his number in earlier matchups this year. I'm going to put you on the spot right at the top of this broadcast. Who you like going into this one?
Oh, you know, I'm from New Jersey. I got to rep New Jersey hard, but in this one, I'm going to pick the Crimson Tide and Dewan Epps. I think this team all around has a deeper bench. I think Nate Oates, this is the start of him creating a dynasty at Alabama, and I do think they come away with the SEC championship tonight.
Oh, a sloppy pass there from DJ Childs, and Falls trying to collect it, put a foot out of bounds. So Wildcats now have the ball, and focus of their offense sure to be big man Jamison Johnson, averaging 15.9 points per game, and he gets it right here. Let's see if he wants to go to work right away. He's going to do that little turnaround and gets it to go. I mean, that's just a pro-ready move right there, Drayton.
I think Mark Pope is definitely going to try and feed him in this matchup. You know, certain matchups like this come a little bit personal for players, and coaches want to work the players through those things, because once you overcome certain matchups, everybody else becomes a little easier as the tournament is coming to a head.
This defensive assignment there comes into an easy two for Rodrigo Falls. And on this end for Kentucky, that's Trey Trust with the ball, but he has to give it up. Under 10 now on the shot clock. Glory Tate up top. Stephen Burks has it. Shot clock winding down here. Two defenders on and gets a nice shot off. Got a pretty clean look under the circumstances, but can't get it to go, and Falls corrals the rebound. And once again, DJ Childs surveys things. Childs averaging more than 11 points per game. Ooh, tough position there for Falls with Johnson on him. He has to give it up. Childs inside. That's a tough shot, and he gets it to go over Brooks.
Gotta love watching the Nate Oates offense in full effect, because it seems like everybody touches the ball, everybody's eyes are up court, everybody's trying to do the best that they can to find an open teammate, get an open look, and get other players in position to score.
Coast to coast there, but DJ can't get the shot to go. Good defense on the other end from Childs. Missing the shot and getting the rebound. They've got Jamison Johnson, DJ Childs on him. I was going to say, I'm sure Kentucky's going to be looking to exploit this. They do. Got some help late, but not much you can do when a 7'1" big man with skills like that goes to work on somebody a foot smaller.
And I think that might have just been a bad rotation and defensive lapse right there, because usually this Alabama team is more stout on defense and wouldn't allow a matchup like that to happen.
Juan Epps has it far away from the basket, not where he normally likes to operate. And once again, for the second time here in the early going, a little bit of sloppy play from... Well, I mean, look, Crimson Tide may be a little tight right now. A lot on the line, playing at home. Foul there, that's going to go against Quincy Henderson. It will put Glory Tate on the line, but maybe feeling the pressure earlier, not quite settled in Alabama. Seeing some mental mistakes out there.
Hey, you know, in these big games, that it's one or two ways with players. Either players show up big for the big games, or they decrease under the pressure of the lights. And it seems like Alabama has started off this game a little flat.
Tate makes the first. Kentucky, free throw shooting team overall, and Glory Tate, 85% on the year. Junior out of St. Louis. That's both. back to work, Bama. DJ Childs, nice feed. Juan Epps gets on the score sheet. Epps, we're looking at him. A defensive matchup on Jameson Johnson here today, but he also has scored 12.9 a game, leading scorer. Crimson Tide. Here he is on JJ. Gets a little bit of room to operate, but blocked by Epps. Is that blocked, or did he pass that? Throw it up out of there.
It might have been a pass. I'm not necessarily sure. It seemed like DeJuan Epps, even if it was a pass, he definitely got his hand on it.
Certainly altered the play. It ended up in a D'Angelo Muto bucket in the end, and JJ gets the rebound. Chance to put Kentucky up by 4. That game early going. Glory Tate can't quite get it to go. It's Quincy Henderson with the rebound, one of the more athletic players in all of Symbol U. Quincy Henderson, number 44. And White for the Tide. And clear out now for DJ Childs. He's going to go inside, and that's Rodrigo Falls, who's been active early on here. You know, Falls only averaging 7.9 points per game, but Nate Oates has looked to go to and through him a lot here early in this first half.
And I want to point this out that stylistically, these two teams are almost playing in polar opposites. Alabama has done a lot of making sure that everybody touches the ball and trying to create certain ISO matchups versus this Kentucky team. It seems like it's Jameson Johnson and Glory Tate's ball, and everybody else has to kind of get it off the glass.
Drayton U and everybody else knows they're looking for JJ. That was just a beautiful pass from Stephen Burks. Averages 3 a game. Found the big man down low. Great position. Made it. Oh, and a swat there. I think. Is that Kadarius Silver? Who got that? It was D'Angelo Muto got that one. This time, Kentucky. Once it turns over, and there's that beautiful block from Muto. 6'7" sophomore out of Atlanta, Georgia, averaging 1 block per game for the Wildcats. Well, I have to say so far, I think we're getting what we expected in this one. Two really good teams. I mean, both, I think, title aspirations. And this is a good test on the cusp of the one-and-done season. Good position inside, but just couldn't finish that time. Aaron Matthews, 6'8" sophomore out of Texas. Oh, and a long 3, won't go. Ben Cutler able to snare the rebound. 6'9" freshman out of Delaware. He's averaging 9 points, almost 5 boards a game. He's had a really nice freshman campaign. Cutler. Oh, look at that spin from DJ Childs.
But again, E, I would love to bring note to how the teams have played. Jameson Johnson exits the lineup, and immediately all the plays, all the actions go to number 28, Glory Tate, versus this Alabama team, even with DJ Childs clearly being the most star-studded player left on the court, everybody's still getting looks. They're still moving and flowing as a team instead of, oh, well, we have this guy and we're just going to rely on him.
Well, Quincy Henderson has it right now. Looking to find something. Shot clock down to 5. Works inside, 2 defenders on him, gets it back, puts it back up, won't go. A third chance is thrown away and into the arms of Glory Tate, who brings it up the other way instead. Corner 3, and ooh, what a nice sequence, and that is Adonis Knight, his first points of the game. The freshman, oh, are they just calling that a 2? Well, maybe we'll get a look at that during the timeout. Coach Oates wants to talk it over. We're going to take a break as well. UK up by 4.
Ladies, we ask your forgiveness. Please forgive our immaturity. our outbursts of tacky compliments. Forgive our browser history. Forgive our hormones taking control of us. Forgive us for thinking an open shirt is the ultimate weapon of appeal. Forgive us for opening our beers like primates. Forgive for taking a no as a yes. For insisting on playing a guitar that doesn't exist. And please forgive us for never washing our hands. Ever! Schneider, the beer with the exact maturity for the man who's in the process.
All right, you are back with Elava and Drayton calling this SEC title decider. Kentucky up by 4, and they're been led by their big man as expected. Jamison Johnson, 3 for 3 from the field, 6 points, 3 boards. He is getting some time on the bench right now, so very encouraging for a Wildcat fan that Kentucky looking good in these early possessions with JJ getting some rest. Burks feeds inside. Jinsong Deng in the game now, number 9 in blue, and he has a good defender, but not much of an offensive threat, Deng. Adonis Knight free, and that is clearly a 3 this time. 7-point lead for Kentucky.
And I think this pretty much shows you how this game is going to dictate who can play better out of their second and third unit in the reserves, because it seems like if Kentucky can maintain the lead and maintain the pace that they've been playing with this entire time, even with the second unit in and the not as star-studded guys, then maybe they can get away with beating Alabama without having to go through Jamison Johnson and Glory Tate as heavy.
A chance to stop the bleeding for the Crimson Tide. Rodrigo Falls, who's been really active early on in this one. Couldn't get either of his 2 attempts to go, but chance at the line here, and seeing some subs come in the game. That's Stephen Burks getting a little bit of a rest now for Kentucky, and he's got 3 assists early on in this one. So does DJ Childs for Alabama. For Kentucky, Kadarius Silva, talented sophomore guard out of Australia now in the lineup, winning the point. And he has the ball. Glory Tate's still out there. He's not had a rest yet. Nice feed from Tate. Great finish from Muto.
And this is where the A-team, Hannibal, would say that he loves it when a plan comes together. Because I surely didn't think that at any point in time that Glory Tate was going to pass that and I guess that's why I'm not coaching Kentucky.
Second chance opportunity here for Alabama. And Mosey, their big 7-footer in the game now. Oh, but that's a nice drive inside. Pretty good finish. 5-point game.
And it seems like Nate Oates is trying to give everybody a heavy dosage of DJ Childs. It seems like the offense is running through him. Seems like all actions, regardless if it's for somebody else, they kind of flow through DJ Childs. I think this is him showing that his team how it's going to function next year, even though the stars of this year's team isn't DJ Childs.
DJ got the bucket before that one, but that was Kadarius Parkin, Oh, Corey Tate is the answer on this end, however, and as nice as Jamison Johnson's start to the game was, I also have to recognize how sharp Corey Tate has looked. Those two. Spotting Kentucky at 5-point lead right now, but DJ Childs going to work, going inside and getting a nice clean look off the glass.
And I think this is just a matchup currently that he can dominate. Great job by Mark Pope calling the timeout.
Kentucky wants to talk it over. They still do have a 3-point lead. Well, we've got a little break in the action in the floor. Want to remind you, your time, folks. It's your time to make your voice heard. You shout in the chat, and assuming it's something we can say here live on the air on CBS, we will share it with the rest of the viewers out there. Be sure to get that commentary in there, and I also suspect we might have a little EM giveaway coming up later in this one, Drayton.
Oh, I mean, of course, you know, the people who tune into every game, you are truly appreciated, and the people who don't, you a sucker. All right, but shout out to Kai Killings, Jordan Scott, Biff Markham, Tony D, Rip Akire, Coach Dre Pope, Israel Hannibal, Coach Akamora. Who am I missing?
A lot of good familiar names in there.
Tony Henderson. Hey, these are Daniel Blackman, Coach Wood, Coach Heath. It's a lot of the people that are usually here, and you know, these people are usually seeing the game and be in the game. So when these people take it to the next level, I don't want anybody to be upset or sad that you're not where you're at, where you want to be in your career, because you didn't do the small stuff.
Let's talk about taking it to the next level. Adonis Knight, kind of an anonymous Sun-World Prep player, and suddenly emerged in his final year. And he has just kind of continued to climb that ladder. That last bucket, another one for Knight. He's hit from 3 as well. He's got 7 points, Adonis Knight. A 3 here on the way for the Crimson Tide, but they're still not able to get going from deep. And Stephen Burks, not Burks, excuse me. We now have Kraft Cunningham, freshman, running the point. Kentucky. Cunningham has it right now. Oh, Jamison Johnson just back in the game. Immediately picks up a foul, offensive foul for an illegal screen, just one on him. And there you see Epps getting ready to come back in the game as well. So Coach Oates immediately countering return of Jamison Johnson. We get to watch the Epps versus Johnson battle once more. Levin Cutler out top right now, another big man for Alabama. Tough shot won't go, and Cunningham corrals the rebound. Johnson has it, down low, gathers, shoots, short that time. Epps collars the rebound.
And I believe that is his first miss of the game. That Jamison Johnson has had no problem taking it to Epps all game today.
Immediately reloads, but can't get that one to go either. Henderson rebounds. Chance here for Bama to cut the lead to 3. Coco Bryce in the game. Nice little dribble behind the back, but he lost control. Adonis Knight ends up with it. Nice feed from Knight to Cunningham. He has to turn back on that drive attempt too. Oh, Adonis Knight.
While we do love the photo finish, I definitely thought he was going to put a little bit more pizzazz on that one with nobody left in the paint.
Talented 6'6" freshman, may still not be done growing. He's getting a little bit bigger still, Adonis Knight. Averages just over 10 points a game. Nice drive here from Bryce, and a nice feed, wow. Fantastic finish, too, from Levin Cutler. That's a beautiful highlight reel play there from the Crimson Tide.
I mean, it's everything that I called earlier. A lot of heads-up plays. They're always looking to make the extra pass. They play more as a team than as a singular player versus, ironically, this Kentucky team kind of plays through their stars. And their stars have been dominant tonight. But if anybody is to go on a cold spell or start to struggle, it'll instantly hurt this Kentucky team.
Long three won't go. And Kentucky there once again did try to get Jamison Johnson involved, but Alabama now crashing down on him with double and even triple teams. Tough drive inside from Henderson and just couldn't finish it. Still a 5-point Kentucky lead. Nice pass from JJ, finds Sylvia in the corner, and he gets the triple to go down. Another timeout called by Nate Oates in Alabama with a break in the action. We're going to pay some bills too. Come right back to more of the SEC Championship on CBS.
Beef Jerky presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Hey there, big guy. You know, you look a little tired. Why don't you come over here and sit down? Yeah, come on. That's right, sit down.
Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
I've had 3 people try to eat me today. 3! Ooh, lucky penny. Anyway, sometimes I wish I were human.
Whoa! Look at me! I'm human! Do you want to eat me?
No.
Do you want to eat me?
No thanks.
No? Would you like to eat me? Nobody wants to eat me! I'm the luckiest!
You dropped your lucky penny.
Man, I look good.
You're still short and bald.
Adonis Knight has come off the Kentucky bench to lead all scorers with 9 points, 4 for 4 from the field, and one of them from long range, and another one he just had the tiniest bit of a foot on the line for a deep 2. But Kentucky up by 8 now, and that's the way you kind of claw that lead back down there. That's what you want to see if you're Alabama. Nice drive, nice bucket, Darius Parkin. To work UK, and that was some nice recovery there on defense. I think that was Epps that got over to alter that shot.
This is definitely one of those raise your stock games for DeJuan Epps because he's really doing it all on the defensive glass. And I would say as an undersized big, or rather facing somebody that's 7'1", and being able to control the defensive glass like this is definitely something that should be moving him up on draft boards.
6'9", not ideal height for a SWBA big, but a solid 2 230-pound frame. Oh, nice dish that time from JJ, but just couldn't get the finish from his teammate, Trey Trust. Plank that off the backboard. Another chance for Crimson Tide, but you also have to give some credit to the team defense from Kentucky, which has just made Bama struggle. That is one of the rare clean looks they've had, and Juwan Epps makes it count. Kentucky up by 4 as we approach the 4-minute mark here in the first half. And JJ calling for it, but not getting for it. Shot clock winding down to 5. Trust gets a clean look, but couldn't get the bucket to go. Trey Trust not really able to get uncorked so far in this first half. I also feel like, Drayton, that Alabama's just missed a lot of what we just saw there. A lot of shots that I feel like could and should be making. Big part of the reason why they still have this deficit, can kind of climb out of it, and some elite talent out there like Jamison Johnson too. Making things harder on yourself is not how you get an SEC title.
I mean, the lane's been open. They've missed a little. I won't say they were contested, but they've missed some not mid-difficulty layups that they should be making at this level in basketball. They've taken some contested jumpers like that one that they shouldn't have taken. And then, whenever they do get good, strong contest on guys like Jamison Johnson, it seems like he just makes them anyways.
Johnson had a smaller defender on him there and tried to take it to the rack, but good recovery from Alabama. Forced him into a missed shot, able to come up with the rebound. Harkin feeds inside to Coco Bryce, and the 6'3" freshman from London. That's his name on the score sheet.
And what a world of travel he's done. Imagine, like, you live in the United Kingdom, in London, and then you end up in Tuscaloosa.
Yes, sir. By way of SimWorld Prep, too. Oh, almost a turnover there, but Emma gets it back. It's also the world we live in now. Basketball talent being mined from the entire globe. Even areas that are not traditionally, culturally basketball hotbeds like the Middle East producing players these days. In Song Dang, there's another international import. This collegiate game here in the USA. Deng. Again, I mentioned he is a solid, rugged defender, good rebounder, still far from the finished article as far as offense, but part of that good team defense I was talking about from the Wildcats. They can Bama work for everything, and that includes Quincy Henderson, 6'5" junior, Birmingham native, averaging 12 points a game, shooting just a little under 70% from the line, got that first one down.
And what makes this Kentucky team defense so amazing is that Quincy Henderson is somebody who lives and dies by the highlight play, and it seems like even today they've done such an amazing job at limiting the amount of touches that he's gotten in the open court. He hasn't gotten a chance to do any of the threes or any of the high flying that he's known for because they know how to cut him off. They've stopped all backdoor cuts, and it doesn't really seem like Alabama's had any real chance to score in the paint outside of pick and roll.
Deng couldn't get his little turnaround attempt there to go. DJ Childs locked up with Stephen Burks. Swings it around, back into the hands of Q, Quincy Henderson. And Q, oh, nice defense from Deng. Shut off that drive, and this shot clock is almost down to 1. Matthews with a long jumper. That is not his game, and Burks able to follow the rebound, bring it the other way as we approach 1 minute to play here in the opening half. Well, that's a tough shot from Burks, but he gets it to go. Stephen Burks shooting 37% from the field on the season and under 30% from deep, but boy, looked like he's averaging about 20 a game. Good shot there. Henderson, and a circus finish. You were just talking about his love of the highlight play. I think that might count right there.
Oh, he definitely went farming for that. I mean, he said, well, I got to get one.
I need more likes. I need more follows. My TikTok refreshed. There's a highlight for you, Quincy. Chance for Alabama to tie this thing up. They trailed, I believe, by as much as 8 earlier in the game. They can even take the lead here. Just about a 2-3 second difference between the game clock and shot clock if they want. Renlozzi instead going to take it inside. Wow. Circus has come to town. Renlozzi, Quincy Henderson. Getting some degree of difficulty shots to go down. Oh, and Henderson there picks up a foul. It's a second on him. Nothing really to worry about yet. 2.7 though on the clock, and I just don't think that's what Nate Oates wanted to see.
And that's one of those plays. It was
on. Yeah, well, did I miss? Did they not call? Did I not hear the call? That was a technical foul. Wow. Called on Coach Oates. I'm getting clarification now. In addition to the regular foul on Henderson, so interesting ending here. What has been excellent first half of basketball, and we end things the way we started them. These two teams are all locked up even at 32. Big day so far for Adonis Knight, the freshman coming off the bench. He and Jamison Johnson really leading the way for UK, but Brayden, you were talking about the contrast in styles and the way these teams are playing. Did you see anything that Alabama was doing right the last 5-6 minutes of that game to bring this thing back to even?
They were playing great team basketball. I'm somebody who truly believes in team basketball. Nate Oates is somebody that I think does a good job of getting all his guys involved. It's why he doesn't have like a 20-point score, even though I think multiple players on this team are capable of that level of scoring. Alabama definitely started clawing back by trying to force certain players to take certain shots. Every time Jamison Johnson scored in the later half of the first half, it was because two people were on him and he just made an excellent shot. But outside of that, they're giving them no easy looks. Kentucky, on the other hand, is playing through their stars, and it's leading them well, I would say.
There you see it, JJ and DJ, the two leaders, all tied and all to play for when we come back after these messages.
What's up, everyone? This is Big Bob.
And this is Maestro.
And we are the co-hosts of Around the Table with Big Bob and the Maestro.
Around the Table is a SimWorld sports podcast where Big Bob and I give our takes on various sports around the world.
Make sure to tune in every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time to hear our takes.
And don't forget to join in the conversation with us on Discord at discord.gg/SimWorldHoops.
And make sure to follow us on Twitter and YouTube, or I guess I should say X, and YouTube at SimWorld4K. And as always,
see the game,
be the game.
Second half just about to get underway in this good battle between these two top-tier teams playing for a title. I want to thank all you for tuning in as well, wherever you may be catching this today. TikTok, YouTube, OnlyFans, whatever platform. Thank you for being with us. The only place you can see the game, be the game. JJ gets it back. 8 points, 5 boards in that first half for JJ, but he gets locked up here, and that is going to be a tie-up, and that is going to go the other way. See some highlights here now on your screen from the first half, and some of that interior defense in Kentucky. Muto and Deng collaborating there. Shut Quincy Henderson down.
And going back to that Dewan Epps play, I just have to say, as a coach, you absolutely love somebody who can get in another player's head like that. I don't think he actually did anything special to stop him, but because of how he stopped him, something like that's going to make Jamison Johnson mad, and it's either going to lead to a foul or an unnecessary forced shot, because super egos like that always have to try and get you back.
Shot clock about to wind out here, and Rodrigo Falls ends up just throwing up an air ball. That was a second chance opportunity, that possession as well. And it's one area where Alabama has had a clear edge on Kentucky today. A 5th offensive rebound. Then Cutler snagged that last one. Kentucky yet to pick up one. Then again, when you just drive and flush like that, like Glory Tate, you don't always necessarily need to worry about the second chance. Glory Tate now with 8 points. Rodrigo Falls, eludes his defender, gathers, and throws the one-hander down. Rodrigo Falls, 8 points for him now, too. He is, along with DJ Childs, the co-leading scorer so far on the day for the Tide. Once again, we're deep into the shot clock here. Glory Tate, decent look at a three, can't get it to go, and another rebound for Epps. Quickly up the other way comes Alabama. And that's a quick shot from Falls, but he gets it down, and Rodrigo Falls, first player today in double figures, 10 points, and Rodrigo Falls playing a huge role here in this championship game. Again, only averaged a little under 8 points per contest for the regular season. Oh! Piling up the long-distance shot this time. Glory Tate. Kentucky now 3 for 5 in long range. Bama's still waiting to get their first taste of a triple.
And I don't think necessarily that they're going to get one by traditional means, as in like a play drawn up for it or something like that, because it seems like they're content with taking every 2-point that they can get. In this painted area, they're saying we're going to dominate you here and you have to stop it. And it seems like in the second half, Nate Oates and crew have definitely decided that they won't be stopped by traditional means in the painted area.
Jamison Johnson gets the bucket down over the double team. Epps even had a little bit of help on that. And these two clubs now trading the lead back and forth here for the second half. Ooh, double team claps there on Epps. What a nice pass. Wow, I mean, some really elite level passing actually there from the Crimson Tide, but it ends up in a three that just bounces, touches every part of the rim, but will not go down for Rodrigo Falls. It turns into two-handed flush for D'Angelo Muto. He's got a couple of those. 6 points now for Muto. Another free attempt, and Alabama still drive from deep.
I mean, like I said, I don't think it's going to come. Their three-pointer will be an and one. I don't think it comes from behind the line.
The old school style. Glory Tate works inside and gets it to go. Tough little right-handed scoop shot. And Kentucky Back on top by 5. Alabama did briefly hold a lead in this one. Tough interior shot, and Quincy Henderson, 1 for 7 from the field now. He does lots of other things, plays good defense, passes the ball, rebounds. He's got 4 boards, and there's a steal. DJ Childs brings it up the other way. Childs on the attack, but he can't get it to go either. Rebound battled for, but it ends up in JJ's hands. Trust feeds JJ down low. Double team comes, gives it back to Trust underneath, and he gets the layup. Go in. Nate Oates going to use another one of those timeouts, but Kentucky stretched this lead to 7 with 14:47 to go, and some excellent play. Jamison Johnson, Glory Tate, D'Angelo Muto, the upperclassmen for Kentucky, restored this lead early on, Drayton.
And I would definitely say that Kentucky has been in cruise control this half. They haven't necessarily had to do anything outside of their normal game plan of, Glory Tate on the perimeter, Jamison Johnson in the paint. Now, they have started doubling Jamison Johnson, but because he's so cool, calm, and collected in his ability, he's always willing to make the extra pass to get a teammate open. What Alabama has to do is to find a way to disrupt the tempo that Kentucky is using to calmly get into the paint, and once the double's there, they pass out to the perimeter and get an easy shot. If you're going to double, you have to make sure that there's no pass lane that he can see, or that he has to take up a super contested shot, and now we can get a rebound 2-over-1 in the paint area.
Glory Tate, 13 points, leading all scorers. 5 for 8 from the field, including a 3. DJ Childs has it for Alabama. And once again, we climb a little mountain, get back up in this one. And Sylvia, who really does not like that call, is called in the act of shooting, so it is going to send Coco Bryce to the line. Bryce, guard, hasn't really been the three-point shooting threat that he was during his prep days at the collegiate level yet, but not been asked to do too much of that either. Is averaging 4 points a game. That's that first free throw to go. Henderson to the bench. Bryce a little too strong on that second one, but Kentucky and Johnson to the bench. Jamison Johnson getting a little bit of a breather right now. Jinsong Deng back out there, so it becomes Glory Tate's show, and wow, I'm just kind of lost for words there. I don't know what to say, Drayton. I mean, everybody knows. We're kind of playing 5-on-4. Jinsong Deng cannot play offense. I don't mean to be mean to Jinsong. I praise him. I talk about the things he can do. Offense is not one of them. No Glory Tate's getting the ball, and how does that happen? I don't know.
It's one of those things. The bigger the game is, the bigger the lapse. That's something, a small play that somebody usually never has, that type of mess up, that in a game like this, you start overcompensating. You're like, wait, what if Jinsong Deng magically hits a 3 now, and I have to immediately stay by him? I can't afford to double, and then a play like that happens.
Locked up. Burks was showing some frustration there, and he throws out of the double team but throws it away, and Burks and Aaron Matthews, who intercepted that pass. Words exchanged. Getting a little bit chippy here, and never expect that. SEC title goes to the winner of this one. A nice drive inside from Childs. Nice defense, however, from Muto, who got over. I think he even got a piece of that. Back in the Hands of Glory Tate. And Tate once again on the drive. Flips it up, but can't get it to go. Big Ren Losey there to rip the rebound away. Coco Bryce. Gives it back up to Childs. Matthews comes over to set a screen for Childs. Glory Tate picks him up, however. Shot clock down under 5. Oh! Once again, another interior block for the Wildcats. And once again, Glory Tate, but he can't finish this time. Chance for Bama to cut this lead. DJ Childs out in front of everybody and says, no chance you're blocking this one. Action's got a little frantic here, Coach.
I mean, we're seeing an Alabama team that's definitely playing a little bit more desperate than I believe they should be. I don't think necessarily double teaming and some of the ways that they play defense is going to help them in the long run, but...
Free here from Sylvia, but he can't get that to go. The other way comes Kadarius Parkin and Bama. Matthews looking to find something out here. A lot of standing around, getting deep into the shot clock usually for Alabama. Well, that's just a tough shot, and it will not go. Burke secures the rebound, and here comes Kentucky once again. And here comes Golden Tate once again.
I mean, you can't burn that much of the shot clock and then go up with a shot like the one that DJ Childs does and expect to have anything good happen. And then you're going to get punished for it on the defensive end because everybody that was standing around now has to immediately jump into action.
Defense is maintaining this Kentucky lead right now. Tate's missed 3 in a row. Harkin drives inside, got good position, lays it up and in, lead down to 4. Subs getting ready to come back in for both teams, and they will. Coach Pope wants to talk it over with his bunch. 4-point lead for Kentucky with 10:46 to go. We're going to take a quick break about halfway through the second half and come right back to more action on the SEC title decider.
Look, everybody got prices and other vices. I took a chance through the dices and got a nice hit. Was on the clock with security running the night shift. And then I got a DM of some change your life. Then I wait for it and then I pray for it. I just be hoping it ain't taint what I paid for it. They say you never be as pure as your first form. And sights never be as clear as you first saw them. That's why I'm elevating and constantly meditating. Gotta keep my mind right, not waiting on hindsight. I never sacrificed the art for the limelight. And don't surround with who only show the highlights. I spent 20-some years in the twilight. And I swear look a whole lot like the spotlight, really.
Life comes at you fast. Be ready with Nationwide. Investments, retirement, insurance.
You know why I'm here. I'm B-Ron, and be sure to tune in to Quick Hits, the show where I give the players and coaches in SimWorld a chance to share their stories in their own words. B-Ron's Quick Hits, giving a voice to you.
Be careful! My right arm's broken!
We are back. 4-point lead. It's Kentucky ball. Narrow lead. It was tied at halftime, and in fact, Alabama even led by 1 here in the second half. But Kentucky has been on top, a modest margin, for most of this game. We're going to extend here, but that 3 won't go. And that is one aspect, no doubt, that Kentucky does hold on and win this. We're going to be looking at, as Falls can't get that to go, is just Alabama's inability to get their outside shooting game going at all today, whereas Kentucky getting it done from deep. Oh, Jinsong Dang picks up a foul, and will send things the other way. Break for Bama. Chance to make it a one-possession game.
And that's the kind of mistake you kind of can't afford when the game is this close and then you only have one true starter caliber player in, and that's Adonis Knight, and then you mess up like that and you give the other team momentum.
And Losey trying to use his size, and pretty effective there, taking on the much smaller D'Angelo Muto, forces him to pick up his second foul. Neither team with a whole lot of foul considerations at this point. Quincy Henderson has 2 for Alabama, and Muto just picked up his second right there for Kentucky.
These are big free throws right here, E. These are humongous, if you will.
And free throws from a big man, and he can't get the first to go. Losey is only a 50% shooter on the free throw stripe, and there you see Jamison Johnson re-entering the game. Quincy Henderson back out there. Levin Cutler as well for Alabama. Big Ren Losey, 7-foot sophomore, 7'1" sophomore out of Nebraska, gets the second one to go. And it is a one-possession game again. Burks and Knight out there in the backcourt. They're in Kentucky blue, and they get it in. Oh, that is a tough shot from Jamison Johnson. I mean, skyhook over a fellow 7'1" player. JJ makes it look that easy.
I don't think he's seen him. I think he legitimately didn't see him as a threat and figured him being there is more of a minor annoyance than an actual defensive threat.
Pretty incredible when you can take that attitude towards a 7'1" human being. Ren Losey has the ball now. He's got Muto on him. He does have a size advantage. Shot clock winding out. He drives inside once again. Oh, I know. I thought they called the foul on Muto, but that is a shot clock violation. I thought Muto was maybe going to pick up his third right there, and this crowd doesn't like that either. Losey going to go to the bench. Juwan Epps back in the game for Alabama. JJ has it deep, lines up a 3. Oh. No, he was on line with that, just a little short.
I think if he hits that 3, that might have been close to a dagger.
Cleared out the building. Jamison has made 3 on the season at a low percentage. He's about 12% now. There's a nice little move inside. Cut the lead back to 3. Juwan Epps and Levin Cutler have been doing a nice job. And there is Epps coming up with a turnover. Oh, couldn't quite corral it, and Burke's able to get it back. Great effort from the big man out there defending on the perimeter, and the double team comes to Burks. That leaves JJ open again from deep, and this time just a 2, but he gets it to splash. Jamison Johnson, barring injury, is going to have a long, productive, lucrative professional career playing this game.
I mean, when you talk about a skill set, I think he's probably, as far as big men go, the most skilled in college basketball.
Wouldn't say that about Levin Cutler, but he got that little hook to go. Cutler and Epps, talked about him, freshman and a senior, battling away with JJ down low. A reminder, once this one wraps up, we got the ACC up next. Duke and Virginia Tech. Should be another big battle between 2 great teams. Again, 2 teams with championship aspirations. Going to be like that all weekend long. So tune in all weekend long. CBS and SimWorld TV, the only place where you can see the game and be the game. And hey, I teased this earlier. You do a little EM bonus grading. Mind you, all out there watching, that the more you are watching, the more EMs we give away. So please remember to tell your friends, family, cousins, casual acquaintances. Who else can I throw in there? I don't know. You can go door to door. Door knock. That's a great idea. Anyway, get people tuned in. We'll be giving away more EMs and going to do a EM giveaway here coming up, I bet. Now transition to top performer, and there's no question about that one, I don't think. Jamison Johnson tends to be the top performer in whatever game he plays. Not the leading scorer in this one. That honor belongs to Glory Tate right now. But JJ's got 8 boards and 3 assists, also a steal. 14 total points. Glory Tate with 15. For Alabama, both Rodrigo Falls and DJ Childs have 10.
I mean, this roaming double team causing a lot of disruption, but I don't feel like it's leading to points. Their defense was already disruptive. The roaming double team seems to be creating steals, but not actual scoring opportunities.
Kentucky does a great job at getting back and recovering whenever it does happen. There's few break opportunities that Alabama's had that game. It's tended to be more like that, where Levin Cutler just makes a tough contested shot. But regardless, it's a one-point game. Now, Jamison Johnson more open than maybe he thought he was. I think he could have drove there and gotten an easier bucket, maybe even an and one. Instead, goes off his mid-range game and restores a 3-point margin.
100% believe he shot the mid-range purely to be spiteful because they left him.
That was a spite bucket.
I mean, if you're that open, yeah, go and get the layup. He was like, oh, y'all think I can't shoot, so I'm going to shoot anyways.
Whew. Nice move and nice little right-handed up and in. And Stephen Burks, just 4 points for him, but he's got 6 assists. Burks has done a nice job of running the show for Kentucky today, and they're back out on top by 5. Alabama still looking for their first made three-pointer and drive inside, and that's going to be a foul. That's going to go against Muto, and that is a third on D'Angelo Muto. It sends Quincy Henderson through the line. Quincy has really struggled with his shot today, just 1 of 7 for the field. He is 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Make it 3 of 3.
I mean, while this is a 4-point, potentially 3-point game if he makes this free throw, it doesn't feel like it purely because of how dominant Kentucky has been when it comes to certain possessions. It sometimes seems very grim for this Alabama team, even though this game is extremely close.
It is.
It seems like they don't have an answer for Jamison Johnson. They don't have an answer for Glory Tate. They don't have an answer for Adonis Knight. And that makes it seem more grim than it actually is.
I feel like if you just watched this game and didn't keep track of the score, never looked at the scoreboard, you'd expect Kentucky's up 6, 7, 8 points right now. Instead, one possession game. Adonis Knight shakes free, adds to it. 2 more for Adonis Knight, who has had a big game, the freshman. Kentucky has led for most of this game, but they've never led by more than 8. The margin is just 5 right now. A nice drive, great two-handed dunk. I mean, just clear the road. You're not going to stop that tank from getting to the bucket. What you may do is send him to the free throw line.
And I understand why they're doing the roaming double team. I just feel like they're doing it to a couple of the wrong players. Maybe D'Angelo Muto is not necessarily the guy that you think is going to kill you, so probably leave him open instead of doubling him when he touches the ball.
Oh, great drive, but no finish. Burks quickly gets it ahead to JJ. Tries to drive inside on Vin Cutler defending him right now. Gets it back, sets up on Cutler again. Let's see if he tries to take the freshman. Look, I can take you, youngster, but he can't. Two nice defensive series from Levin Cutler. The two missed buckets by JJ, and the lead remains 3. DJ Childs going to work. Going inside and slamming it home. 1-point game again.
I know he's not draft eligible yet, but Levin Cutler, oh my God.
No, Levin Cutler been playing great tonight. There's another freshman been playing great, Adonis Knight. On the big stage, getting a little bit of shine on his name. 3 on the way from Quincy Henderson, and boy did they need that. Their first triple all night long for the Tide. Only Henderson's second bucket, but we have a tie game once again. Just about 3.5 minutes to go, but Adonis Knight just eluding defenders, getting uncontested looks, and Nate Oates, I thought he might call a timeout there and said let him play. Oh, maybe he should have, because DJ turns it over. Way down low, and yeah, that was ill-advised. Cutler able to get the block, but he couldn't on the second time. Burks gets the bucket. That's a big sequence there for Burks. Comes up with a steal. Gets the score. Extends Kentucky's lead to 7. And with just a second under 3 minutes remaining in this one, we have a timeout. UK up by 4 in this one. And I mean, I think this is what we deserved. And this is what the viewing audience deserved, Drayton. Did a good game like this one. Absolutely no blowout for either side. Back and forth runs. Been trailing most of the game, but anybody's ball game here with just under 3 minutes to go.
Okay, any views expressed are the opinion of the guest. That's not a representation because the programming reflects that pole. Politicking with 4 eyes, it's really no competition. Suffocating with the dope, you know I be twisting. Real ninjas out in the field, now we cotton picking. Not to mention our intention to cover topics and many of the subjects. I got more lines than the deli at the Publix. With King Pharaoh, pole politicking, I'm pistol whipping. Rappers jeopardizing hip-hop position. My opposition, intuition, prediction like writers on The Simpsons. To witness the glimpses from higher up dimensions. My bitches be fighting gremlins like Phoebe Cates. Let me cook, stovetop oven, easy bakes. Hydroponic with them seaweed flakes. Yeah, these rappers started from the bottom, power bottom. TD Jakes, unfollowed. Talking about have you ever been swallowed? Regardless of race, color, or creed, you get Apollo. We pole, politicking, ticking, we straight pole. Politicking, ticking. When it's a great show, you got to listen. Listen to that pole. Politicking, ticking. This for the pole. Politicking, ticking. We straight pole. Politicking, ticking. When it's a great show, you got to listen. Listen to that pole. Politicking, ticking.
All right, we're coming to the conclusion of this one. Hey, Wonder, thank you so much again for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed it. Been a great game. On all of our platforms, YouTube, Discord, especially TikTok. Got your SimWorld U on TikTok now. Thanks for watching on there. Everybody in attendance here. Nobody has left. Why would they? Big game. Close one. Bucket miss there, and JJ able to pull down the rebound, and he is now on a double-double. 16 points, 10 boards for Jameson Johnson. Ooh, Burks got a little bit of a look inside. Great defense. Keeping him in this one. Emma now needs to do something on this end of the court. Jay Childs. It's it to Cutler. He's been having a nice game, but he's got JJ on him. That's a ball assignment. Childs cuts inside, shoots over Johnson, and scores. quick timeout for Kentucky. Their lead cut down to 2. During this break, Drayton, DJ Childs, nice night tonight. He's had a little bit of a struggle of a season, though. Under 40% from the field shooting. He's even struggled from the free throw line. Never loses belief in himself. Always keeps on going and is a key cog, star on an Alabama team. 26 and 4, and he could walk away with SEC title here. You think he comes back, or should come back, I should say, for a senior season?
I mean, if you're asking me personally,
yeah,
this is it's done, signed, sealed, delivered. Go get your money. If me personally, as a coach, I would say, hey, come back. You have unfinished business. You were hurt for most of this season. People are seeing how good you are. Now that you're not hurt, why not use the extra season to develop and fine-tune your craft and then go into the draft? But if I'm his parents, I'm telling him, you've proven everything.
You're going. 2-point game, 2-point lead for Kentucky. Johnson tries to feed it inside, but that is fantastic defense from the freshman, Levin Cutler, who has played a really nice game tonight. Quincy Henderson gets it to Epps, feeds it back out. And DJ Childs, oh, sloppy pass from Childs. And 30 to go. Looks out top, feeds it into JJ, gets it back. Inside to Truss. Trey Truss has had a rough day, and he gets that shot blocked. Chance here to tie it up for Bama. And defense once again for Kentucky. DJ Childs just wanted to go right to the rim, but wasn't able to do so. Gets it back in the paint, gives it up. For a minute now.
I feel like they've already burned too much clock on this possession. They have to score here.
Nice drive from Quincy Henderson. Can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. Wow, Levin Cutler up and in, and we are tied. 3-point shooting has been Kentucky's advantage. Offensive rebounding. What's kept Alabama in this game? All tied up. Seconds remaining. JJ. Here's Kentucky the lead. Once again, wow. So hard to stop that. 18
and
points,
I feel like
Jameson.
Right here, Nate Oates has to burn all of the clock, because if you score too fast, you give them a chance to not only ice the game, and there's no chance that you get a possession back, but...
Well, there you can see it. About a 5.5-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. And Nate Oates does call a timeout, wants to get this sequence exactly right. So much on the line here. In addition, the Kentucky-Alabama rivalry, which runs pretty strong in hoops. Two power programs in the same conference. They're all too familiar with each other. Both sets of fans. Not too many wearing Kentucky blue in the building today, but a few turned down. Like I said, everybody's still here and pretty much everybody on their feet for the end of this one. They've been treated to a good, solid, defensive-led basketball game, I would say, but we have also seen some highlight moments and plays from Quincy Henderson, Juan Epps, Golden Tate. Others getting in on the action. Adonis Knight, certainly. Yeah, I think you're right. You want to run this shot clock way down, but you do have to get a score all the same. That's the most important thing, is get a bucket, tie this thing up.
And
Freshman,
I disagree immediately.
On the block.
I disagreed immediately with that play call. And mind you, I coached the kid, so I don't necessarily understand why. I don't know.
He had decent position. You know, the counter argument to running all the clock down is you want to have enough time left so that if you do miss, you can get an offensive board and still have time to do something. Tough situation. No matter how you slice it. Cutler couldn't get a short little bucket to go, and instead, Burks to the line. And these are two big free throws coming now for Burks, a 75% free throw shooter. Gets it to go. Got that first one to go. Good free throw shooter Burks, but he makes you a little bit nervous watching him with his unorthodox positioning of his feet. He slides his left foot behind his right one. He's slightly strong, but rattled in. 4 points, so you got to get a very quick bucket here for Bama. And falls, decent look at a three, couldn't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. And there's the interception by Burks. Fouled with 5.3 left, but I think this makes it automatic. Some of the home fans I see putting their coats on, getting ready to go here. Kentucky looks to be just seconds away from being crowned this season's SEC champion.
And again, it seems like being the home team in these conference championships games has been anything but good. I think they're 0-3 so far. It seems to be a bad omen that maybe teams lost that one additional game just to make sure that they weren't the home team.
Burks, 6 points, 7 assists. Kind of put this game away late. Jamison Johnson is your MVP for your champion, Kentucky Wildcats. Congrats to them. Great season for Bama. Ends on a sour note, however. Johnson, 18 points, 10 boards, 3 assists. Burks actually ends up with 8 assists, 6 points, 8 assists for him, 15 points each for Glory Tate and Adonis Knight. DJ Childs led the way for Alabama with 14. Remember, stay tuned. We got ACC action coming up next on the only place you can see the game, be the game.
Hey, it's Henry Martell, and I just joined SimWorld Hoops. If you like hoops as much as art, then you gotta check them out. It's a Discord server, discord.gg/SimWorldHoops. It's really the ultimate virtual basketball experience. Like, this isn't your average game. It's like stepping into your own basketball world. And whether you're like a player or a fan, it's time to see the game be the game.
I had an idea in my head. I pictured this going differently. I meant every word that I said. You should have spent more time listening. All the things that I could have hold on, all for you to hit me with a hold on. What makes you so ready right now? After I waited on you for so long. Why you wanna be my love? Is it just for show? Why you wanna be my love? My love, my love, love. Why you wanna be my love? Is it just for show? Why you wanna be my love? My love, my love, love. I had an idea in my head. I pictured this going differently. Even
Hi, my name is Jasmine Wesley, and I recently joined SimWorld Hoops. If you love hoops as much as you love art, you've got to check out SimWorld Hoops at discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops. It is the ultimate virtual basketball experience. It's not like a regular game. It's like stepping into your own world. Whether you play or you're just a fan, it's time to see the game, be the game. Don't forget to check me out on social media at It's Jasmine Wesley.
Ha pasado mucho tiempo, tengo amores esperando mi regreso. Estoy cansada de decirles que lo siento, en mi futuro ustedes no los veo. Ya me acostumbré a estar sola. I found happiness en el mar y las olas. I refuse to settle, even if it meant that I'd be alone forever. Pero tú me enseñaste que el sexo no debe ser la única pasión en una relación, que soy linda con make-up on, también natural como soy, como soy. Me enseñaste que los sentimientos que se siente uno al otro pueden ser mutuos. Me enseñaste que el amor debe sentirse como el amor. Disculpa, baby, espero que yo no te ofendo. I'ma be honest, never felt this kind of love before. Todo nuevo. I like keeping a surface, a really good way to keep 'em. So when you dove deep, it made me think that I would lose us. Ya me acostumbré a estar sola. I found happiness en el mar y las olas. I refuse to settle, even if it meant that I'd be alone forever. Pero tú me enseñaste que el sexo no debe ser la única pasión en una relación, que soy linda con make-up on, también natural como soy, como soy. Me enseñaste que los sentimientos que se siente uno al otro pueden ser mutuos. Me enseñaste que el amor debe sentirse como el amor.
Perfect.
It is known as the Castle Coliseum, home of the Virginia Tech Hokies, the #1 team in the country, as they face a familiar foe in the ACC who comes in at #2 in the country. It's the Duke Blue Devils ACC Championship Basketball here on CBS. Samuel Goldberg, Rico, coming at you here from the Castle Coliseum ACC Championship game. Virginia Tech ranked first in the country, but there are some doubters out there, Rico, saying that Duke should really be #1.
Yeah, I mean, the perception out there around Virginia Tech is that they do not belong. Everybody believes that Duke should be out where they are right now and on top of everybody in the country. And so if I'm Virginia Tech, I'm in that locker room, or I'm a player, I'm saying, if you watch Black Panther before, is this your king? This is their moment today to go ahead and just declare that they belong on top of everybody in the country today. So I think we're going to come out with that type of energy if I'm with Virginia Tech today.
Duke coming into this one led by arguably one of the top players in the country, Cooper Flagg. He'll be flanked by Jamier Duval II, Victorious Ilgauskas, Roderick Little, and Smitty Nelson. Virginia Tech on the other side, Rico, two also top players in the country, projected lottery picks in Willie Cox, Travion Novick. They're going to have to be huge in this one. Canyon Perez, Von Russian, Braxton Schuyler round out the starting five for VT. But as I said, Cox and Novick going to have to come up large in this one.
Absolutely, yeah. With Cox and Novick, these are the two guys to focus on with Virginia Tech. And it's funny because the last game that they played against Duke where they lost, Newly Cox only had 12 points and he was 5 of 14 from the field. So can Duke play the type of defense that they played in the first game against Virginia Tech?
It's a great finish on the inside by Travion Novick after Ilgauskas got the first bucket for Duke. We're off and running here in Castle Coliseum. 2-2 to score, minute through. Keys to the game here, Rico. What do you expect? Oh my, before we get to that, that was Roderick Little saying I'm not so little on that big slam.
Yeah, we might have to get some new rims in here quickly if you're going to continue to attack like that. Just almost tore it off the hinges.
It was downhill, but before that, keys to the game here for both these teams. Duke, again, playing with that underdog mentality in this one. Virginia Tech trying to prove why they belong up top.
Yeah, and so if we're looking at keys, I think Duke, it starts defensively. So they're first in the country in block shots. They are also 10th in steals. And so a lot is made about the things that they could do offensively to you, but defensively, they're actually a very good team. And so with Virginia Tech, for them, it's about efficiency. And so they're one of the top as far as their field goal percentage. And so look for that for them today.
That's a three. Canyon Perez from the corner. And Virginia Tech lights it up from deep for the first time today. 3-point shooting going to be vital for Virginia Tech. Rico.
Yeah, they're going to have to stretch this defense out really and kind of get them going side to side and get into this running game like we're just seeing right now. That's a terrific rim run right there.
And Canyon Perez, a 5-point swing right there. Virginia Tech leads for the first time today, 7-6.
Yeah, and you know, for me, for Duke, I want to see what Ilgauskas is going to do today. I think he's an X factor for Duke. I think if they're going to win, he's got to be huge for them.
Lithuanian prodigy Victorious Ilgauskas has played such a vital role for Duke's success. The 7'2" superstar for Duke. Him and Cooper Flagg pair nicely together.
Yeah, he provides nice rim protection for him. And that was a great shot right there. So Virginia Tech, look, they're already starting to stretch the floor. They're attacking just off the misses and getting into the fast break game. So I like how Virginia Tech's come out early.
Here's Flagg from the corner. No. Couple misses from the corner so far for Duke. Cooper Flagg, an uncharacteristic off night for him last time Duke took the floor. Hoping to turn the ship around as the double team comes quickly onto Novick. They throw it up. Von Russian slams it down.
I love that with Von Russian, and that's why you love him, man. His size, and as a rim protector, he's a guy that just kind of mucks up the game. That's why you love Von Russian.
after starting the game down 6-2. Virginia Tech is on a 10-0 run here on CBS.
Sam, if you need me, I can go into it.
Welcome back here on CBS. Rico, Virginia Tech found themselves down early, and now they're on a 10-0 run. What's been successful for Virginia Tech, and how do they keep this up as this game progresses?
Well, I've loved how they've finished off every defensive possession. Once the ball comes off of the rim, they're doing a great job getting the rebounds, as I say that Duke gets the rebound, and they're getting out into transition, and they're just letting it flow offensively tonight.
Little gets a three. He is 1 for 3 from the field so far. It's a good shot for Duke to stop the onslaught that Virginia Tech has imposed. For now.
Beautiful offense. That's great offense. Off the pick and roll, got to his spot. Nice and easy jumper. Didn't matter that the man was in his face. That was a nice play.
Braxton Schuyler, the team captain, always knows how to deliver. He is basically the level head on this team. Is that one no good by Little? Kick out 3, no. Battle for the rebound, and Perez out rebounds Ilgauskas for that one. Perez is having a good start to this one. He's made a couple of shots.
Yeah, and look how the ball is popping too for Virginia Tech. I like how they're going inside out. That was great movement, even though that was a missed shot. I still like the activity from Virginia Tech in the offensive end.
First flag, pass inside, and good. Really blocked there, but a good finish by Duval.
Yeah, it looks like Duke is kind of settling in, and it looks like they're almost running a little bit of a half-court press. You see that they're meeting, players right there at the half-court line.
That's a great finish by Novick. Mike Young leads this Virginia Tech team, Rico, and he is fearless. He said he wants to take it into the throat of the defense. He wants to attack the freshman Ilgauskas. He wants to test him. As Ilgauskas gets whacked right there by Cox. As Ilgauskas will go to the line to shoot 2. Again, Mike Young preached that they want to go downhill and challenge the freshman.
And they've got to, because in the first matchup when Duke won, Ilgauskas was huge. Even though he scored just 10 points, he had 2 blocks, and it was his rim protection really that made Virginia Tech uncomfortable. That's why he's my X factor in today's game. And he's one of the freshmen that I've looked at that I say he could really project to be a very good SWBA player. So this is a huge stage for him today. I want to see what he does because, like I said, Duke is going to really depend on him today on both ends of the floor.
Absolutely, Rico, and you also have to thank the likes of Cooper Flagg, both Ilgauskas and Flagg, both freshmen playing in arguably what's been their biggest game of their young careers.
Yeah, and they don't even play like they're freshmen, do they, Sam? It's almost like they just seem like they've been here before. It seems like they're SWBA ready, whatever you want to call it. These guys are not freshmen.
Little getting the block there.
I love his activity. He's definitely kept Duke in it so far, hitting the 3 and then defensively right there. It was a great play.
First time.
Sam, do you feel like Duke's a little tight? It feels like they're a little tight early on.
Yeah, it feels like it's allergy season and it's getting a little stuffy up in the face right now. It just seems like their sets, they just A little tight, but oh boy, Duvall snatched some ankles there. Oh, on the way to the rim, can't finish it. Skyler picks up the foul, and Duke will get more free throws.
Hating myself. He almost put him in an and one mixtape right there. I like that snatchback dribble. I love it. Love it.
Duvall, 6'2". Oh yeah, excuse me. I'm a little bit jet lagged, Rico. I had a long overnight flight from Kansas. Nice.
Yeah,
that was a fun one to call.
I saw that one.
And Murray Duvall, 6'2", 187-pound sophomore, projected second-round pick, goes 1 for 2 from the line.
Which makes me think, too, I mean, one of the things that we didn't talk about, Sam, is that the road teams have been very good. I believe that they're 3-0, if I'm not mistaken, so far in this championship situation.
What a pass from Magic. Fine rushing tied up. Well, he doesn't have to get up that much because he's 7'1", but still rushing puts it down.
Yeah, Von Rushing. I tell you what, he reminds me a little bit of the Birdman that used to play in the SWBA. He's coming out of the locker room one time, and I ran into him, and I said, man, why do you jump, man? I mean, that's what you see when you see Von Rushing.
We see Sam Powell coming in here for Duke for the first time. We will see Sam Powell from Teresina, Brazil, the freshman. John Shire electing to go with some of the younger players on this squad. I say younger, and they don't even have a senior on the team.
Incredible, isn't it? Because they certainly don't play like that.
Wow, Little, my goodness, what handles and throwing it down. He was like a hot knife through butter, getting through the defense and slamming it down.
Oh, man, Little has not been little. He's been big for Duke. I think he's been huge for them, really keeping them in the game.
He's been quite large, Rico. Here's a steal, Sam Powell. Duvall guarded closely. Here's Little. He has been a X-factor so far in this start for Duke. And up to Sam Powell. Flag not really active here in this first 7 minutes here, Rico. He's been just kept quiet, but as I say that, he has it down low. 5 on the shot clock. Flag puts it up. He's fouled. Can't get it to fall. I'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And see, here's what I would say about that, Sam. I'm really not worried about Cooper Flagg not starting off well because they've shown that they can win with him being in foul trouble, and I think that they're also showing that they can be a team that can be effective when he's not on a heater. And so this is huge for your confidence, I think, for Duke, and that was a very nice backdoor play that he had. Really, I think he was playing with his food there. He could have went up early on the first move. Got lucky that he got bailed out with the foul.
First free throw here for Flagg, and there's his first point of the game. Roderick Little leads the way with Duke with 7 points. Victorious Ilgauskas has 3 points and 4 rebounds already on a good pace for a double-double. He's been a double-double machine. That's Victor Ilgauskas.
Yeah, like I said, he's one of my favorite players to watch. I think just how he gets it done. You don't run a play for him, but when you look at the end of the game and you look at the stat sheet, you go, wow, man, he was a huge impact. So that's what I love about Ilgauskas, and especially watching him play live. It's a treat.
Flagg goes 2 for 2 from the line. There's his first points of the contest. It's back to a 1-point game, and that's rejected. Looked like Flagg got to it. Another up and under attempt, no good.
Yeah,
from the Blue Devils.
I love Duke's interior defense. It's tightened up a bit.
Little had that blocked from behind by Rushing.
Nice block right there.
Hokies running out here in transition, setting up their offense, and it goes down low to Rushing. He's got a good matchup. Elects to fade away. It's in and out. I don't like that. He had a good matchup. He had a mouse in the house.
I didn't like that either. I definitely didn't like that.
Sam Powell hands it out to Duvall. Duvall guarded closely by Skyler. Passes it inside. Layup no good. Rushing with some late defense right there to prevent that layup from going by Ricardo.
I love the lateral quickness right there because he was in between players and he got back for a good contest.
Oh my, Canyon Perez, a good slam. That gives him 7 points.
And Virginia Tech continues to keep putting pressure onto the rim. I just love how they've come out so far.
Feels like Virginia Tech is doing the hokey pokey around the interior. Flag muscling his way in for the score. Absolutely out-muscled Deontay Height.
All right, man, have they woke up the beast? Let's see if he continues now. So he's already got to see the ball go in the basket with the free throws. And let's see if his activity picks up offensively.
Cooper Flag might just be seeing the ball and beating the ball right now as Skyler on the drive, no good, rushing an offensive rebound. They'll put it back up, off glass, no, Sam Powell the rebound. Duke a chance to take their first lead since the 17-minute mark. Sam Powell on a drive. Oh, Mike, there was tons of contact. He's looking at the official. Why there isn't a foul? And Duke back on top, up 1, 10:43 to play.
Mom, Dad, this is Cindy.
Cindy, yes.
So nice to meet both of you.
Nice to meet you finally. Travis has told us so much about you.
All good things, I hope.
Yes, of course.
Good.
Please,
Thank
welcome.
you.
Oh, Mom, no.
Dad, this is Shannon.
Oh, hi.
Shannon?
And this is Aaron.
Hey, cutie.
That is Jessica.
Jessica.
Jenny,
Hi.
Sarah, Megan,
Hi.
Nicole, Elizabeth.
Acts. Use in moderation.
LeBron, jerseys dream of retirement.
Your jerseys dream now?
A special time when my jerseys can look back and reflect on all they've accomplished in their careers as my jerseys.
Kobe, I got to go.
A time for my jerseys to relax and pursue other interests, hobbies, handicrafts, painting, woodworking, establishing a multinational entertainment conglomerate with designs on dominating the field of animation, music, and cinema.
Your jerseys is doing all of that?
Well, 8 is more into decoupage, but 24 is quite ambitious. Quite ambitious.
I guess I'm walking to Milwaukee.
Back here on CBS, Duke Blue Devils back in this ball game after being down a couple of points. Virginia Tech, I know I was harping on Cooper Flagg a little bit, Rico, not really showing up in the scorer's box. Willie Cox putting up with Kyle Kuzma right now. Nothing across the board in 7 minutes of action.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. He has at least put up 2 field goals, but if you were to tell me that Virginia Tech was going to be playing this well with him playing so poorly, I just would not believe it. And you got to give a lot of credit to Travion Novick. He's been a playmaker out there. He's got 4 points and 4 assists, leading the way for Virginia Tech right now.
Oh my, Flagg. What art that was on that turnaround, Jay.
Wow. And you wonder, Sam, is this the Sparta moment here where he's just screaming, this is Duke, right? Because they are supposed to be here. Virginia Tech is not. And so that is what we're seeing from Cooper Flagg right now.
I like that. I like your movie references here, Rico.
I tried to get ready for this one, so.
A little movie magic in the booth doesn't hurt. Here's little. Oh my goodness, he took Russian's ankles, but he can't finish.
Oh man, that was a great move, but you got to finish that one. Nice pick and roll.
Letting the crowd speak a little bit here as they get back into it. Taysom Kaiser with the fancy finish right there. Timeout, Blue Devils. Ladies and gentlemen, sound the alarms. I'm never going to do that again. I'm so sorry. We have a live EM giveaway incoming. The number of live concurrent viewers in our YouTube stream, and we throw a 0 at the end. That's how many EMs you will receive. So again, stay active, be active. You must be active in the chat to receive said giveaway as well. So be on the lookout for that. Don't play yourself. Don't gatekeep SimWorld. Invite others to be a part of the show. SimWorld Sports is way, way better when you have friends in the server as well. Any referrals, like a head coach or head coach referrals, or even if you become a super fan, we will give a 5,000 EM signing bonus. SimWorldSports.com to learn more about what we are all about, and look up SimWorld Hoops on Discord.
All right, well, here they come, Sam, and it looks like that Cooper Flagg's a lot more active right now. He's got the ball in his hands, a lot more.
John Shire knows that he's got talent in Cooper Flagg. He's not really shy about that. And we talked about earlier on pregame media as Flagg whirling his way to the rim right there for 2. Shire talked about how Flagg has matured throughout the season from his first start to now. It seems like it's like a 10-year, Don Shire commenting, it seems like he's a 10-year vet out there, and it's really helped this Duke squad.
Yeah, you can tell that right now, with him handling the ball, they seem to be calming down a bit on the offensive end. Everything starts to look like what they've been running throughout the year. The sets are looking good, and that's just, I think, a direct, relation to what he can do for you, as a leader.
Taysom Kaiser runs right out of bounds. It is Derby Day. He was running, but he was running to the line, but that line is the bad one instead of the finish line.
Oh man, shout out to the Kentucky Derby. Shout out to the Kentucky Derby.
You know, just looking at some of the players' last names and first names, like they could honestly be horse names if you think about it. I mean, who would not want a horse to be named Ilgauskas?
Oh man, Ilgauskas, man. You know what? He reminds me of one of my favorite players from back in the day, SWBA center that played with LeBron early in his years with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Also played with the Miami Heat as well.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, sorry, I got allergies in my system right now. I feel like a sneeze coming, but Cooper Flagg has no allergies in the air as he swats that one away. A turnover.
Wow, just back and forth action here. But I feel like Virginia Tech really needs to get a score here. Uh-oh, turnover.
Oh boy, it is getting sloppy. Usually they say sloppier the better, but not in basketball terms.
Yeah, Virginia Tech's in trouble. They need to stop.
Nelson, a shot, no good, and Duval is going to get called for the personal. It seems like he was holding Taysom Kaiser down. For the VT basketball. Virginia Tech, their offense has struggled here out of this timeout. They've been held to 1 point in this last couple of minutes of basketball.
Well, you know what? It seems like that Duke is extending their defense, and it's kind of slowed them down a bit. So I think that Virginia Tech, look, they've got to get back to getting some stops and then getting out into transition, because the half-court game right now is not working for Virginia Tech.
Sam Powell goes to a rim, no good. Novick has forced the foul. And Duke will get more free throws. They're also in the bonus with 6:41 to go in the first half.
Yeah, Duke is doing a terrific job as far as getting to the free throw line, because this is their 6th or 7th attempt so far, so doing a great job as far as getting the ref to draw the whistle. Or blow the whistle, I should say. And Sam, one of the things that I wanted to point out is that right now, Duke, they are 6th in free throw attempts, and so this is something that is a dimension to their game. This is something that they've been very good at throughout the season.
There are some people that call this Duke basketball team free throw merchants. Would you agree with that, Rico, or do you think they're actually earning these free throw attempts?
Well, I can tell you right now, when I'm looking at live, these are actually fouls. I mean, I think that they're putting the defense on the heel, and then it's one of those things where the defense is extra jumpy right now, and they're fouling players. And so I think that these fouls have been, they're really fouls. They're not anything where it's like, oh, they're just making it up. These are actual fouls. So I think Duke's doing a great job as far as drawing contact.
2 for 2 from the line were the Blue Devils, and now Virginia Tech finds themselves down 7 as that runner is no good. Nova calls a shot up, and he kisses it off the glass.
Yeah, that was a tough move, and that's one of the things that they question with Travion Novick's toughness, but we saw some good toughness right there. Good finish.
Duke up 5 here in the ACC championship game. Ogaskis using that height advantage to get an easy 2.
Yeah, he's that X factor for me, and that was a big-time score for Duke.
Virginia Tech seems like they're stuck in the mud a little bit, Rico.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Come up with that.
And I wonder, too, like I said, it's just the defense for Duke has picked up, and I think that they've just been affected by the pressure that Duke is really giving them at the half court and just slowing them down and getting them into this kind of grinded-out half-court game. That's just not Virginia Tech's game.
Sam Powell will put up a contested shot, no good. Ron Scheyer not too happy about that one. Oh, wow, what a steal that was from Scoochie Nelson. He just scooched his way in there and took it away.
Yeah, you cannot beat yourself right now if you're Virginia Tech, especially with Duke on a little bit of a tear. Can't afford to turn it over.
Duval, top of the key, Perez guards him. Duval on the drive, jumper, no. Ilgauskas, the rebound, and oh my goodness, he gets hit hard in the head. And Novick will pick up his 3rd personal foul.
And Sam, that's just what we were talking about a couple possessions ago. That was great position from Ilgauskas, and the defender has to jump through him. So that was good use right there from Ilgauskas to shield off the defender and go up, on the other side of the basket, forcing the defender to foul.
Virginia Tech right now, they started off hot, Rico, and all of a sudden Duke basketball, as you said earlier, is saying, is this your king? They are playing with a chip on their shoulder. I mean, Duke, yes, they're such a good basketball team, but when you put the right mindset that we are the underdogs in this game, it can go a long way.
Absolutely. And they've got all the luck on their side, because like I said, coming into this, 3 road teams have won in these championships, and so Duke, you have that type of luck right now, and so let's see if they can finish off and make this 4 road teams that have won in championship situations.
Perez will shoot a three. No. Novik follows it up. 10 on the shot clock. Sam Powell steals it away. Duke in transition. Sam Powell is down low. Duval puts it up and in.
Wow.
And the Blue Devils are taking over the Kessel Coliseum. It is dead quiet. Duke up 11 with 4:16 to play here on CBS.
Any empty seat that you see.
I hope it's not contagious. So I do have it.
When your mom wakes up, can you tell her about me?
Perfect.
Welcome back here on CBS. It is time to shout out the chat. Huge shout out to everyone watching, whether you're tuned in on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, X Gaming, TikTok, or even LinkedIn. We see you, we appreciate you. If you're loving the content, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with your friends. Drop a comment. Let's keep growing this amazing community. And real quick, gotta show some love to the YouTube chat. What's up, Jordan Scott? Kyle Killings, Favor, B-Ron Sports, so many more in the chat. Jamal Lawson shouting out LeBron.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, he's got an open man.
That one is good. Nova getting back in there.
I guess he just did the do-it-yourself. Yeah, nice aggressive move right there.
It's a big basket for Virginia Tech out of the timeout.
Yeah, they absolutely need it.
They have to close out this half to perfection to get back into this one.
Absolutely, Sam, I'm with you. And I think the first key for them is they got to stop turning the ball over.
Turnovers have been costly here for Virginia Tech. As they lead in the turnovers right now in the game, something that you don't want to lead in.
And that's four.
Like this.
Not to cut you, but that's 4 straight points for Novik, and so I don't know if that timeout woke him up, so maybe something to look for.
35-28, Duval is blocked. Cox in transition. Perez. Back to Cox. There's a large matchup right now between Cox and Ilgauskas down low.
Oh, he's got somebody in the back door.
Cox. Ilgauskas didn't even have to jump.
Oh, my God.
5 on the clock. Skyler drives and finishes.
Wow. That was a beautiful move right there. I love how he switched to his left. Didn't let the defense bother him. That was a nice finish. And a big 6-0 run, too, for Virginia Tech right now, Sam.
Yeah, Virginia Tech getting back into this one. They're down 5 as we approach 2 minutes to play here in the first half.
Barely hear you, Sam. The defense, man.
It is loud in the Coliseum. Duval drives that one, no good. There's Ricardo. It's called for the reach-in foul.
I love the response from Virginia Tech. They've come out with the 6-0 run. They went right into their playmaker and Travion Novick, and he's answered. And so Virginia Tech, they look like a brand new team coming out of that timeout.
Virginia Tech on a 6-0 run. They gotta find more baskets here. So Nelson almost came away with that. Perez a 3. Bingo!
Hey! Let me tell you something. For my movie watchers out there, if you've ever watched Lord of the Rings, look, it looks like that they saw the sword and they realize who they are. It's the Return of the King right now. Good stuff.
Virginia Tech 9-0 run, little a turnaround, in and out, no good.
I love it.
Height the rebound. Perez looks, dancing around. Gets a screen from Height. Perez drives on Little. Perez in a little bit of trouble. Turns around for the tie. No.
Just pushed it.
A little too much action there from Perez. Little drives in on Cox. No. Rebound. Put back in.
Boy, the physicality is picked up too. Did you see that bully ball? I love it.
Absolutely. Ari Ricardo gives Duke a momentum stopper basket. Cox, though, floats it up and in. 48.5 seconds.
Sam, he's got to have a big game. He only had 12 points, and they lost to Duke. He's got to have more than 12 today.
Somehow goes inside to Sulfin. Little back out to Ricardo. 33 seconds on the game clock. 10 on the shot clock. Little driving it on Perez. Little playing bully ball. That one no good. Cox the rebound. Virginia Tech a chance to beat the basket. A 2, the tie. 3 would give them the lead in half. Schuyler. Let's let the clock slowly drain here as Mike Young tells him to hold for 1. 7 on the game or on the game clock. And oh no!
Wow. That's
Little's got a big old smile as he runs back down the court. He baited Cox into that illegal screen.
I love that because just like you said, he's been the one that's been physically kind of imposing his will.
Here's Little to beat the buzzer. Oh my, he almost put it in.
Wow, that's tough.
What a game we have here on CBS, the ACC Conference Championship game. Virginia Tech did their job to close out that the first half. 2-point lead for Duke. What did you like there in that first half, Rico?
Well, I love the answer from Virginia Tech. I love how they went to their star, their newly Coxie, got him going, and they just have to slow down on the turnovers with Duke. I love what they did in extending the defense out there at half court. I think that really changed the game. They got to continue to get it into Cooper Flagg, let him work off of him. So this is going to be an exciting second half. I just cannot wait for the second half. This is everything that we wanted, Sam.
Absolutely. With Newly Cox, he's really stepped it up here in that last couple of minutes. Do you want to see Newly Cox take over a little bit more in the second half for VT?
He has to. He only had 12, like I said, in the first game, and they lost, and he was 5 of 14. He's got to shoot better. He's got to score more. I think that is a huge key for Virginia Tech if they're going to win today.
2-point lead for the Duke Blue Devils as we go into halftime here on CBS.
réagir, j'étais embarqué dans un camion de livraison. Et voilà comment j'ai atterri ici.
Ah, c'est incroyable, hein.
Hein, t'entends ça, chérie?
Bah oui, c'est fou.
Mom gave you a whole bag of Doritos just because your fish died? Here, boy, I won't hurt you. Bath time.
Billy, are you sharing those Doritos like I asked you to?
He's okay.
Up all night, putting work till it's daylight. Yeah, inspiration ain't required. I go hard in the pain even when I'm tired. 'Cause tomorrow ain't promised. I give my all, ain't nothing less. No tomorrow ain't promised. There's no tomorrow, no tomorrow, no.
Welcome back here on CBS. Second half of action. Oh, excuse me. Second half of action. ACC championship game. 2-point lead for Duke. As Virginia Tech, they have two scorers in double digits in Canyon Perez and Travion Novick. On the other side of things for Duke, nobody in double figures. Cooper Flagg leads the way with 8 points. But Roderick Little, 3 of 12 from the field. He has taken the most amount of shots.
Yeah, and I like how Roderick has been just aggressive today. And so even if it hasn't gone well, that's a great pass.
Great pass to Ilgauskas.
Yeah, his activity, it's making things happen for Duke. So even if he's missing, they're good misses. They've been able to get some either tips or they're getting to the free throw line.
Skyler is blocked. Ilgauskas.
Yeah, Sam, I have him as being a big factor here in this game if Duke's going to win.
Nelson, far side.
Mouse in
good
the house.
matchup down low. Yeah, they get it down low to Ilgauskas. The freshman goes up and he scores. How about this little stretch for Ilgauskas? 4 points and a block.
Man, he came out super aggressive.
Here's Novick. Throwing it up. Cox! Oh boy! 360 slam!
Now that's the way that you need to get him started. He's a true athlete. He loves to, make runs at the rim. He's been struggling. That's the way to get him going.
Duke, uncharacteristic from the three-point line. They're only shooting 17% from three, but they have the lead right now. That shot no good. On the other side of the field, shooting a modest 43% from three.
And, really that plays into the strength of Virginia Tech, man, because really, traditionally, Duke is one of the better teams as far as opponent field goal percentage. And so I've been impressed with what I'm seeing from Virginia Tech. They're shooting 47% from the field overall.
That three rimmed around, no good for Nelson. Quickly, the Hokies push the pace. Skyler, guarded by Flagg. It's a screen from Cox. Skyler goes in on Flagg, and oh boy, that is a great finish right there by Skyler.
He's been excellent in just controlling the foul. Good steal.
Skyler comes up with it down the lane. He is cleared for takeoff. Braxton Skyler, the North Carolina kid, coming to play. Tie game with 17:06 to play. Duval's shot, no.
Man, I tell you what, ever since that timeout in the first half.
Here comes Virginia Tech. Cox the layup, and the Hokies just like that have the lead.
Man, I think that dunk really woke up Newman Cox. I think he needed that one.
Duval, short side. Trying to get it down to Ilgauskas with Skyler on him. Ilgauskas going to work.
You know what I like about him, Sam? It's like once he recognizes that he has a mismatch, he's not playing with his feet. He's going right to the rack. So I love that awareness that he has offensively.
All tied up at 43 apiece. This is exactly the game that we expected here, Rico. Punch for punch, blow for blow.
Absolutely, Sam. And so, look, I think, is this where we tell folks that if you ever wanted to be a part of the next level role-playing experience, that this is the time that you do so? Make sure that you go ahead and you join the SimWorld Discord, build your legacy, and dive into the most detailed, high-production sports universe out there. The action is waiting. So what are you waiting for? Come on, be a part of something legendary.
Not only do you get some of the best sports media team out there and media coverage for your personal player, you also get the most professionals in the broadcast booth.
Are we professional? I don't know if we're professional.
Well, considering I have 10 years of experience in broadcasting and an Emmy Award, I would say that's professional.
Flex! This is Sparta!
Only the best here is provided at SimWorld Sports. Join today. 43 all. Inside, Cox coming alive. Another bucket for him. Virginia Tech leads.
Man, that's huge. That is huge for Virginia Tech to see him playing well. They took him away in the first game. He is coming out with vengeance here in the second half.
Reyes gets called for the foul. And I want to talk about something. Travion Novick, Rico, has 3 fouls. He is playing a little bit conservatively on defense, but he's doing enough to affect shots and affect passes.
He is, and he's also doing other things too, like the 6 rebounds have been huge, and then also to the 4 assists. He's been a table setter for Virginia Tech today. Very impressed with what he's doing.
Duke moving it around. Almost looks like an island formation where they have Ilgauskas down low, and now they'll get some movement here. Nelson, flag, elects not to shoot the wide open 3. He goes in and throws a grown man's jam down over Cox.
Oh my gosh, what strength.
Cooper flag. My goodness. Oh, Ilgauskas snatches it out of the air. Oh my, what a sequence for the Blue Devils.
Oh my gosh, do not bring Kool-Aid to the block party. That is a terrific play for them.
My goodness, it feels like Virginia Tech will put raisins in potato salad, and Duke is taking that personally.
My goodness, I love just the competition that we're seeing today between these two teams. Neither team giving an inch right now.
Ilgauskas made another bucket for Duke. And now Virginia Tech seems like they're panicking a little bit. Newly Cox, that one no good. Ilgauskas the rebound.
He rushed that, Sam. I think he could have stepped in or even went to the lane.
Cooper flag, showboating his way down, and he has every right to do so after that finish. The Hokies find themselves down 4, but it might be down a whole lot more back here.
Coming off the screen. No, I gave myself the green light. Catch a shoe from the 3. If I'm not the one, it doesn't seem right. I need like 2, 4, 5, 6 in them rings. I'm talking back to back to back like 23. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Back here on CBS, the Castle Coliseum, a little bit quieter after that last sequence from Duke. Cooper Young snatches. Cooper Flag. I don't even know who Cooper Young is. Cooper Flag snatching souls, and Ilgauskas is like a tower out there, snatching it out of the air.
Yeah, those were the 2 X factors coming in for Duke, and they're playing well right now.
Virginia Tech, a great play out of the timeout. Little love from Novik rushing. And Virginia Tech not going anywhere.
Have you noticed that Virginia Tech has picked up their defense? I love the adjustment.
Somehow Flag got that basketball, but he missed the layup.
Yeah, they're extending their defense, almost running like a soft half-court trap. So this is the first time we've seen this from Virginia Tech.
Here's Perez. Got the shot up somehow, but that's no good. Ilgauskas had a lot to do with that shot not going in.
And also, Sam, you can tell that they've been prepared for this game because Virginia Tech usually runs a 3-2 zone, so they've been running a lot of man. So that just lets you know the adjustments here that Virginia Tech has made.
Ilgauskas, a rookie mistake there, had a good height advantage, but instead brought the ball down, and Perez was able to come in and force the jump ball and take. Or no, I thought it would be Hokies ball, but I guess not.
Yeah,
possession arrow was facing for Duke. His little baseline jumper is good. That is Little's first points since the first half of 8 minutes.
It seems like he's been scoring more.
Oh boy. Novik gets called for the charge. Flag putting his body on the line. Novik now has 4 fouls.
Oh my goodness.
Then Treadway gets called for the foul, and the Boo Birds are out here in Castle Coliseum. Oh my. How this game is turned upside down. Flag. Oh, boy!
Oh.
Flag again!
Oh, that is the worst possible time that could happen at Virginia Tech right now. They really have got to settle the score.
That one was blocked by Flag. My goodness. He got up for that block.
That was beautiful. I mean, the display of athleticism for Cooper Flag, just the last couple of sequences for him, just amazing.
Cox came out a little bit ago to get a break, but with Novick out with 4 fouls, Cox is going to have to play some extended minutes here.
Yeah, he's going to have to be good.
Here's a 3. No, strong from Kaiser.
Yeah, they needed that one too.
And now you start to sense Duke is slowly taking over as Cooper Flag yet again buries it.
Yeah, look at that 6 for him, like straight in this sequence, like he's playing amazing right now. Oh, good hands.
There's a steal. Little drive. Got it. Just like that, like the snap of Thanos, it's a double-digit lead for Duke.
They need a timeout for sure. I love it. Yeah, Virginia Tech needs a timeout.
Mike Young is letting his players play, but you don't want to let them play for too long and dig themselves a hole that they can't get themselves out of. But Newly Cox has something to say about that. A good jumper there just inside the 3-point line.
Hey, that was a big-time shot.
Little gets a screen from Ricardo. Little with rushing now on him. Coliseum coming to life one more time. VT need to stop in the worst way. Little with rushing on him. Little drives. Little puts it up and wow. What a drive from Roderick Little on Von Rushing.
I mean, he took it right to his chest and opened him up right for the layup. That was a terrific move.
He's tight. 10-point lead for Duke. ACC championship on the line. A good seed as well on the line in Hoopsteria. Well, no good from Kaiser.
Hadn't called a timeout, Stanley. I'm surprised they have not.
Sometimes Mike Young can be one stubborn person and let his players play. And he just does it for too long. It's a thing that's bitten him in his career, but sometimes it works out. Kaiser lost the ball. The other way. They go to Little. In the corner. It's a 3. No. That would have been a big shot, Rico, if that fall.
He couldn't get his feet set. All right. Like once he got the catch, he just couldn't get his feet set to get a really nice shot.
Darian Harrison's in the game for the first time. He's getting a little bit of a run with Jovian Novick at 4 fouls.
And they got to get inside too. I don't like that Virginia Tech is doing a bit more perimeter based right now.
5 on the shot clock. Harrison jumper, got it. Darian Harrison, his first points of the game. Out of Bristol, Virginia, 6'4", the sophomore.
He could use some size. I like the reverse spin move.
Flag. Wow, a rare miss on that layup attempt. Cox the rebound. Cox looks a little bit gassed. Here's Kaiser. Kaiser doesn't use the screen from Cox on the drive over Little. No. Kaiser's being aggressive, Rico. He's putting up shots. They're just not falling.
Yeah, and I think that, look, if they can maybe string together some stops, I like the fact that he's getting to the lane. Perhaps you're going to get some tip opportunities and some finishes.
Flag through the contact of Kaiser with a great shot, and Duke again the double-digit lead. This is starting to turn into David versus Goliath, and Goliath right now is on its heels.
It must be great to have a Porsche. You just drive it whatever you want to. That's exactly what Duke is doing with Cooper Flag, man. He's just taking over right now.
Here's Rushing. To the corner. Here's a 3. Cox. It's bouncing around. No, but the tip-in is there. Deontay Height with the tip-in. It comes at a good time for Virginia Tech. It'll be a timeout. Blue Devils. 8:49 to go.
but I can't fully enjoy it when I smell like fear and body odor, so I prepare myself with a manly scent of Old Spice Danger Zone. Because even if something bad does happen to a Danger Zone man, it won't smell like something bad happened, because the secret to smelling is... And when you smell like Old Spice Danger Zone, trust me, you'll smell like you have nothing to worry about.
You smell like you look amazing.
Amazing, I know.
Introducing Old Spice Danger Zone with all-day odor protection.
Welcome back here on CBS. Duke and Cooper Flag are 8 minutes and 49 seconds away from claiming another ACC title. Rico, how does Virginia Tech stop that from happening?
Yeah, so the first thing Virginia Tech has got to do is they've got to not settle for just perimeter shots. They've still got to attack the goal, even though it's not been going in. So I think eventually those things will happen. But defensively, you've got to find a way to get the ball out of Cooper Flag's hands. You got to send maybe some doubles, wall off defense. Maybe you need to throw 2-3 zone. You got to throw a wrinkle at him.
You got to stick your best defender on him. Maybe run a box and one almost.
Yeah, because I'd much rather take my chances with either Little or Augustius to beat me versus Cooper Flag.
Duval drives and Novick is furious. He is claiming that he was straight up, but the officials say no, it's Novick's 5th foul, and he'll have to sit on the bench for the last 8 minutes and 22 seconds and hope his Hokie team can pick him up. Oh man.
Wow.
Mike Young incensed on the bench. There's no reviews here. Can't review it. Oh man, I strongly disagree with that call, Rico.
And that is, that's super tough. Yeah, if this was SWBA, you're going to the monitor, and I'm with you, Sam. I mean, that was kind of a bang-bang call. That's tough.
Novick looked to be straight up, but he gets called for his 5th foul. Duke cashing from the free throw line. Louis Cox is going to have to do a little bit more of that to get the Hokies back into that. What a beautiful slam. It's turning into a dunk contest here in the ACC Championship game. Here's Flag. Flag on the drive. Oh, he missed the wide open layup. He smoked it.
Oh, my goodness.
Here's Skyler. Hokies with a little bit of life. Realizing the danger that they're in now. Cox pumps, drives, up, glass, no, rushing the rebound. Cox jumper, got it!
Big time. Big time. That is big time, Sam. Look, if Virginia Tech's going to get into this game, they're going to use their size and beat up on the boards.
Ball on the drive. Rushing, ooh, nearly stole that one away.
Trying to figure out what type of defense that was for Virginia Tech. It looks like that they had Duke a little confused. A little bit of a junk defense that they ran on right there.
There's Little.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're running a junk defense.
Yeah, they're almost going to a 2-3 look, and then they switch. It looks like they're switching every so often. Duval a 3. That is good! Augustius gets called for the foul, but it does not matter. The basket counts.
Oh, man, I thought he fouled a 3-point shooter. I was going, well, that's terrible, but at least Virginia Tech doesn't get a huge costly mistake there.
There's Skyler on the drive. No. Great defense from Ilgauskas. Flag pushing the pace. Lost the ball. Skyler now. Going in on Flag. Skyler has it rejected into the 5th row by Cooper Flag.
Oh, my God. Let me tell you something. Whoever his agent is, all he needs to do is just take the highlights from this game and send it off to every scout GM, and I'm sure he's going to get drafted. I mean, today has just been a highlight reel for Cooper Flagg.
Rushing to get it in. They get it into Skyler. Skyler with 20 on the shot clock. It's a screen from Cox. Skyler drives. That one is blocked by Little. It's a block party for Duke. The Duke faithful coming to their feet in appreciation, now making more noise than everybody in the building.
Yeah, Virginia Tech has got to do something to just, again, settle the storm here.
They get it in. Height. Perez, a jumper. Good. Big basket right there for Perez. And oh boy, Little stepped out of bounds. Mental lapses happen from both sides. As Densmore comes in here for Virginia Tech.
Sam, and I'll tell you what, like, there's still a lot of time left in this game. There's still a lot of time.
Down low to Cox. Cox with 10. Turnaround. Got it! Cox! What a shot! 4-point game.
Here's that defense again.
Russian comes over. That's no good. Ilgauskas gets the rebound. Nelson with 7 on the shot clock. Nelson gets a screen from Little. 5 on the shot clock. Nelson drives in, pulls up, got it.
That was good recognition right there. They got the switch that they wanted because it's almost like Von Russian is playing a little bit of free safety back there.
Skyler goes into Cox. Cox is absolutely cooking right now. Cox against Flagg. This is the money matchup right here. Cooper Flagg steals it away. Flagg in transition. Cox is going to foul him. Perez will come back into the game for Densmore.
Yeah, and Virginia Tech's been getting some good pin down action at the top of the key too. They just haven't been able to make those shots, and so maybe they convert some of these threes here late.
Duval at the top. Guarded closely by Skyler. Duval drives, puts up a floater, no good. Skyler the rebound. Skyler in transition behind his back, going into the painted area. Goes up, Little, another block, his 4th. Flagg, cross court, Nelson, no!
Yeah, I think Little has more blocks than Cooper Flagg, which is incredible, considering what Cooper Flagg's done defensively.
This is a seesaw back and forth affair. Virginia Tech needs a big-time basket right here to make it a manageable deficit. They're down by 6. Perez is guarded by Flagg. Under 10 on the shot clock. Perez with 5. Perez gets a screen. Perez drives off glass. No! Ilgauskas great help defense. Stolen by Virginia Tech. Here's Willie Cox. Cox with Ilgauskas on him. Great defense there. And they're working it around. Perez, jumper, left it short.
He keeps rushing that, Sam. It's been there all night. Just haven't been able to hit it.
The game has sped up here. Who can hit a big-time shot for these two clubs? Duval threw it away. And Virginia Tech gonna try and slow it down a little bit. ACC Championship on the line. 6-point Duke lead here on CBS.
Out and the good in. Take a second and look around you. Go ahead. We have everything we've always wanted. We'll want for nothing.
Excuse me. I really love it here.
Thank you.
We have all these beautiful avocados from Mexico, but where are the chips?
I'm sorry?
Oh, the chips. The chips are outside.
Why are they outside?
The chips are outside!
I want to Chris Elliott autograph? Hi.
Wait! Please, avocados taste great on lots of things. See? Avocado toast. We can still make this work.
Oh, Wi-Fi's down.
No.
Avocados from Mexico.
Sento pozza di bruciato.
Non sono io l'infiltrato. Mi mancata di rispetto. Le vostre madri si vergognerebbero di voi.
Parla proprio come noi!
Welcome back here on CBS. Virginia Tech down 6 here in the ACC Championship game. Can they find a will and a way to erase this deficit that Duke has imposed on them? Or will the Blue Devils?
Oh my
goodness! Cooper Flagg, are you serious?
That was ridiculous. I mean, just absolutely ridiculous. Like, the defense that he has played in the second half has been incredible.
Cooper Flagg, the main product. Incredible.
Like, we know him as a scorer, but just a rim protector like that?
Here's Skyler. 10 on the shot clock. Perez has it in the corner. Rushing 6 a screen. Perez drives in on Ilgauskas, and that's no problem for Ilgauskas. Another block. Duke nearing double digits in blocks. Flagg drives, throws it off glass. No.
Virginia Tech, they've got to find ways to score. I mean, they're getting stops, they're getting steals, but they have got to find a way to score.
3 minutes to play. Newly Cox, another basket. It's a 4-point Duke lead. Pike, though, gets called for the foul, and that is what you didn't want, because now, guess what? Duke is in the bonus. Mike Young is beside himself. He's saying, why are you doing that?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Pretty sure there's more colorful language besides that, but...
Oh, man. And what's wild, too, is, Sam, man, really, Virginia Tech has been so cold, and they finally get a bucket, and you don't even give your defense a chance to get a stop.
Duke in this game, Rico, 12 blocks. Cooper Flagg with 5, Victorious Ilgauskas with 4, Roderick Little with 3.
And, Sam, to put that in perspective, as a team, they average 5.5 blocks a game.
Oh, make that 13 blocks. Ilgauskas another. Here's a 3, Little, no. Perez, Duval guards him. Nearing 2 minutes to go. ACC championship on the line. They go down low to Rushing. Ilgauskas, though, not letting that happen. Block 14 for Duke. Rushing gets it back. Another block for Ilgauskas. They kick it out to Cox. Perez now with 5. Perez, they need a basket here from Perez. He's going to put it up over flag to beat the shot clock. No! Rattle for the rebound. Cox has it. Cox on Little. Got to go up. He puts it up. Oh, my goodness. The Coliseum was ready to explode if that went.
Oh, my goodness. That's a great rebound, man. And I just, look, defensively for Duke, the way that they have defended with the block shots has been incredible. And Virginia Tech at this point, I just think that they just have to attack the rim. I mean, forget shooting the 3-ball. Just get a stop and just go right at Duke.
Under 2 minutes to play. Need perfection here from Virginia Tech, and my goodness, the commentators jinx strikes.
Oh man, that's tough right there, Sam. You got to hit that one.
6-point game. It's to make it a 5-point game. Need the second free throw here for Cox. Got it.
I mean, they still got time.
Yeah, there's just a tad over 90 seconds to go here in the game. One stop is all you need if you're Virginia Tech and you need a basket. Down low, Duval. He is rejected by Cox. It goes over the backboard, so it's considered out of bounds. I think it might have touched the top of the backboard. They're calling it out of bounds. Cox, though, with a big-time block. Got to play a little bit more defense, though.
That was huge, Sam. Huge defensive stop.
Here's a 3, Little, in and out.
Huge stop.
Need a basket here. Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3.
Gotta go right out.
Here's Perez with a minute 20. They go down low to Rushing. Rushing on Ilgauskas. Another block for Ilgauskas. Virginia Tech gets it again. 6 on the shot clock. Here's a jumper. Skyler, no! Duke running the floor. It's a 3 from Nelson. That's no good. Under a minute to go. Cox racing up the floor. He's met by Nelson. They throw it over the height. It goes to Perez. Perez with 45 seconds on the game clock. They got to get a shot off. They're taking too much time. Perez on Little. Perez puts it up. No! And now Virginia Tech is forced to foul. The Blue Devils have a clear path to the ACC championship now.
Oh man, that is a tough miss right there. And that's the difference between these two teams. When Duke needs to get it, they get it. And when Virginia Tech needs it, they cannot get it.
First free throw is good from Little. The second one is also good. Hokies going to call a timeout. But Rico, I hear the fat lady singing. This game is pretty much over, and Duke is going to secure themselves a high seed in Hoopsteria.
Yeah, and I've been impressed with Duke defensively out there. And so I think a lot of people write about just, Cooper Flag, and they write about all of these stars and how they can score. But I think that this was a game where they just put the entire country on note that defensively, this might be one of the best defensive teams, if not the best, in the country. I mean, just an outstanding defensive display tonight.
And this goes all the way back to the 8:29 mark, Rico. And Travion Novick fouled out.
And you know what, Sam, too? I was impressed with how they were able to keep Virginia Tech scoreless for like 2 and 3 minute spurts. I mean, I think that that's something that, a lot of people, when they go back and look at this game, that was incredible.
Duke basketball is timeless. Virginia Tech was looking to win their second ever conference championship, but the blue-headed monster, Duke, and John Shire are going to win their 23rd conference championship, pending anything crazy happening.
But this is you got to say.
Oh no, it's all you, Rico. Here's Perez at 3. Oh, not so fast. Perez gets that to go. They get it in the flag. Cox is going to foul flag. Cox now is on 4.
I was just going to say, look, if Virginia Tech loses this game, Sam, I do think that this was a huge step forward for them. And if they have to play Duke again, I think that Virginia Tech, maybe they could be favored in that game because they get a little bit more closer to slaying the dragon, so to speak, here with Duke.
Absolutely. Cooper Flagg, the freshman, up there for Player of the Year candidate. Makes the first. It's a 5-point Duke lead. His second free throw is up and good. Hokies going to call a timeout. Mike Young, it's his final timeout.
So you still can run something quick. Hopefully you can get a 3-point shot. You're going to try to keep the spill, and then if not, you're going to have to play the foul game here. But I think you're probably at the point now where you're going to want to go for the 3.
You just have to chuck up threes. And also, Newly Cox as well. You cannot be the person to foul here if you have to foul.
Absolutely.
You love SimWorld, especially on YouTube. Make sure to like, comment, and share. Helps us grow. Helps us grow over on YouTube, and it also helps you grow the community as well. Don't gatekeep SimWorld. Share it with a friend today. It's never good to gatekeep, Rico.
No, absolutely not, man. Sam, this is tough though. Like I said, because Virginia Tech, they had their chances, and I think that they're going to look back too and just look at the turnovers as well. Like a lot of this stuff, they kind of hurt themselves.
Here we go, Virginia Tech. They got to start chucking up some threes. Skyler, they get it into Perez. Perez is going to shoot a jumper. That's no good. Cooper Flagg the rebound. Height will foul, and that is pretty much all she wrote here for the Hokies, Rico.
Yeah, I mean, I don't not like that call. I mean, if you're going for the quick 2, I understand, but look, they had no rebounders there, so tough break there for Virginia Tech.
Yeah, Mike Young just not happy with how his guys ran that play. Cooper Flagg, my goodness. First free throw good. And you can now start to sense it on the Duke sideline. The Duke faithful all up standing and cheering as Cooper Flagg makes another. This is pretty much all she wrote. There's a 3, that's no good. Flagg gets the rebound, and Duke have won the ACC championship game. They are going to get a high seed in Hoopsteria, but give credit to where credit is due. Virginia Tech played hard, but it just wasn't hard enough. The king has been crowned in the ACC. Duke wins it 75-67 for Rico. My name is Samuel Goldberg. Have a great rest of your evening, ladies and gentlemen. SimWorld Sports is the only place where you can see the game, be the game.
This has been a presentation